Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here to do the setup for April 7th through the 13th. This is in my B&R Paper Crafts Plan B planner. This week I'm using this kit from B&R Paper Crafts called Cherry Blossom. So this is a deluxe kit in matte vinyl. So I've got full boxes here, bottom washi, date covers, all that good stuff. Some boxes with glitter, some boxes without glitter, a bunch of functional things, 4 more full boxes, and a bunch of icons, some checklist boxes, things like that, glitter headers, 4 more full boxes. So for this particular setup, I've got a ton of stuff, basically. For the initial setup, I'm going to use the bottom washi and the date covers as per usual, some date dots. I'm going to need those. And then this particular format, I use the glitter headers. I think my plan is to use the pink, the purple, and the blue and keep this kind of brownish color for the next time I use this kit. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, sure, why not? So I think I'm gonna do those things. And if I can find it, my Beauty 360 tweezers from forever ago from CVS. So I'm gonna do those bits and then I will be back so that we can talk through all the interesting bits. All right, here is where we are at so far. I think it's looking cute and I like all the colors here. I think that's pretty fun. In terms of full boxes, I've got these 4. I've got these 4 and I've got these 9. So basically I've got 17 full boxes, which is plenty. Okay, so I think I kind of want to use this quote box one. It says, dreams are only dreams until you wake up and make them real. I think I'm going to use that as the quote box. I mean, it even has a quote on it. There we go. Let's see. I feel like these two look very similar, for better or for worse. There's actually not too many that look super the same or look super like the bottom washi, which is nice for being able to have them look a little bit different. All right, I think I'm gonna stick this one in this spot right here. There we go. And then I think maybe, I think I want maybe 2 that are like more pink. If that makes sense. So maybe this one and then this one. And then I think I want 2 that are very like dainty blush kinds of colors. That might go next. So maybe like this one. Maybe like this one. I'm not sure if it's that those headers are not straight or what. And then I think I'll use these 2 bright pink ones that kind of match each other to close out the ends. Okay, so that does leave me 9 full boxes still. So I've got these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. And then I do also have the half box that matches the bottom washi. So lots left that I could use if I want to. Moving on to the sidebar, the obvious choice is to use the This Week guy. Like so, and then one of these sheets, this one. We have a couple of habit trackers. I think I'm just going to use one habit tracker. There we go. And then do I have an icon for it? I'm going to use Instagram. I'm tracking both Instagram and Blue Sky. I have both, but I'm just going to mark it as socials. So I think that'll cover everything I needed to cover there. And then let's see. I have a header here that says meals. Leave another little gap. I don't know if that's totally straight. There we go. I'm gonna say it's not. Okay, that looks a little better. There we go. That's looking pretty good. I guess I'm gonna take this little guy. I'm trying to see if I can line it up with everything, which is actually quite difficult. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then I have this little space here. It doesn't quite fit a currently reading or one of these squares. Let's see, does it fit one of these guys? Yeah, I think it'll fit one of these. So maybe I'll use this one. All right, a little bit big on the gap there, but I think it's close enough that I'm just gonna leave it and I'm not gonna try to like recenter everything. Yeah, these boxes would be too big. Yeah, it would be too much work to try to move everything down just a hair. So I think I'm just gonna leave it and call it good. Moving on to the daily plans. First off, I have this sheet that's almost gone. So I would like to work on that. So I'm gonna mark work with these guys. Because I just think that that's a good way to make it happen. There, and then I think I'll use this one next. And then the last one will be for the next page. Also on Monday, I have a plan with me going up. I think I'll use a light pink. There we go. And let's see. I have the YouTube or the film reel or the little planner. I think I'm gonna use the little planner because it's a plan with me, you know? Okay. I think that's all for Monday. Tuesday, I don't know anything that's going on. Wednesday, I should have movie night, but I'm not totally confident that it's not gonna get rescheduled because honestly, we have to do that a lot. If it happens, I'll just use this guy when we get there. Moving on to the second half of the week, I'm going to use this one and finish off this sheet so that can go away, which is nice. There we go. Also on Thursday, I do have curling. We only have one this week because it's now like playoff time, and my Tuesday team just doesn't, we struggle a little sometimes, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. I think I'm gonna use a big box because it's probably gonna take up a good chunk of our evening. Let's see, that, and then there's this sneaker. I kind of want to use the alarm clock. So that's what I'm gonna do. So there's that, and then we need one more skinny guy. Use the brown one. That covers Friday. And then I do need to put in, I'll use a blue one this time. This is gonna be, I think, for my Aura Estelle planner setup. Maybe I should have stuck with the planner for this one. I don't know, it's fine. I'm gonna just stick that down. And then the weekend, I really don't know what's going on. So I still have left the blank sheet, which is gonna be recycled. This one, which is just gonna be leftovers, as is this one for a future round. Some icons, functional things, boxes, more boxes, and some more functionals. So I think I should have plenty to actually implement the setup when we get to it. So this is where we are at with the pre-planning. I think it's looking pretty cute. So stick around for just a second and you can see the finished spread. All right, here is the finished spread. I think it turned out really cute. I definitely really embraced the pinks, but it was fun for spring for sure. Unsurprisingly, I have a ton left in this deluxe kit. I have some functional stuff, icons, a couple full boxes, tons of boxes here, some more functional things, even more boxes, 4 more full boxes, 3 more full boxes, and some headers. And then this page I did finish off, so this one is going to go away. So I'm going to stick the rest of these. I think I'll stick the full boxes on the front so that I remember what the theme looks like. And I am going to stick this here, close up the package, and I'm going to throw it in my leftovers to be used another year. I really need to sort through those leftovers and get them put back in my stash. But for this week, it was kind of busy and stressful over here. Some things going on in my personal life, stuff like that. Moving into this part, we won our curling playoffs game, so that was nice. Over the weekend, we had like a lazy day, which was also very much appreciated. And then I tried out the new romance bookstore in my hometown and ran a few errands on Sunday. So I think that's all I have for today. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know how your week went down below, or if you don't have anything that you want to leave me a cherry blossom emoji. I think there's like a little pink flower that looks like a cherry blossom, or you know, whatever you want to leave just to say hi. I would love to hear from you. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. I show in progress and finished spreads in this planner, bits of my other planners, bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.